Hey guys, it's Ep34 and welcome back to episode 34 of my Dortmund career mode. Now in today's episode, we've got a first game against Augsburg to play in the league. That's a home match, it's the penultimate league game of the season left, so there's just the game against Leipzig afterwards for us also to play in today's episode. This is the team I'm going to be going with as well. Berkey starts in goal, Alvaro at right back, Akanji, Zagnio, Lato in defence with Weigl, Osakov and Rodrigo in midfield. We've got Sancho, Zlatan and Royce as our front three as well, so a changed team we played just a few days ago in, I think, the Europa League semi-final, so that means we're now in the Europa League final as well. We've got that to play to finish off today's episode and also finish off the series as well, because this is going to be the last episode of the series. I think we're going to end it here. I know the vote actually did say that most people wanted a season 3. I think this was like 66% of people wanted a season 3, which is understandable because that's why you'll have watched the Dortmund career mode episodes, because you want to see more. So that was kind of expected. I expected that to get the majority, but I've made a decision myself. I am going to do a new series alongside the Liverpool career mode, which I'm currently doing as well. So that'll start this weekend, and there'll be further details and a vote probably at some point, as well as obviously wanted to hear what you guys think in the comments section below. Kind of think about AC Milan at the moment, but let me know your thoughts about that and other teams in the comments section. Before we go any further though, if we could try and hit 75 likes for the final episode of the series, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell button as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. Let's crack on with things. Hopefully we can secure the league title by winning this match, because at the moment we are on track to win it, but only by goal difference, because Bayern can still technically get more goals, but it'll be difficult for them, so I expect we should get ourselves a league title victory in today's episode. It can start by just getting at least a point here. Again, here we go for this game against Augsburg. Could be quite a tricky match, actually. I don't usually put this sort of team out, and by this sort of team, I mean starting Zlatan up front. It's something I don't really do. I've not done for a little while, starting him in the team. He usually has been coming off the bench and doing a good job for us, but he's starting this game. Hopefully he's got enough to play a half, although, to be honest, I think it's quite likely that he'll get through the whole half. We will certainly try and keep him on for that, but he is going to struggle because his energy just isn't as it was. Hopefully he can get in the box, though, ready for a cross here from Sancho. Zlatan is there, and he scores. There you go. Who needs to run where you can just stick yourself in the box unmarked and prod past the goalkeeper there with his head. 1-0, 4 minutes in. It's a great start here against Augsburg. Certainly has enough energy to go and celebrate. And there we go, Zlatan scoring in what will probably be his final appearance, I imagine, for Dortmund, because obviously we've got 2 games left. We've got the final league game of the season and also the Europa League final to play. I doubt he'll get any sort of game time in those matches, but you never know. But it is certainly his final season, I think, playing. I think he's retiring at the end of this year. And that might well be the goal that wins us the league title. Obviously still a lot of time to play in this game, but certainly could be one that helps us out massively. Good ball in. That might be a goal. No, it's hit the bar. We've got very lucky there. What a response from Augsburg. Hits the top of the bar and flicks out for a goal kick. Such a good delivery in. Defence is all over the place. And luckily for us, the bar saves us. Rodrigo turning, shooting. Oh, just over the bar. Hits it so well. Good turn as well, but unfortunately can't direct it on goal. Oh, wow, that's not far away at all. What a hit. Thought he'd scored for a second there, but it does go wide just about in the end. He has no right to hit it from that sort of range, but he gives it a go. It's not too far away as well. Good chance, and what a save by the goalkeeper. Keeps it at 1-0 for now. It's a great chance for Augsburg. They've had a couple of good opportunities, to be fair to them. Haven't quite had to finish just yet, but you never know if we continue to give them chances like that. They might well take one. They've certainly got another chance here as well from this corner. Let's clear this one away, and we've let them win it. And a good block for the follow-ups there. That's what I mean, giving them too many chances. Couldn't clear our lines properly, didn't win the header initially, and then didn't manage to clear it. And it's G who does score this time round. 1-1. Disappointing, really disappointing as well, because we gifted that for them. Should be able to leap and win that. We haven't done. It's now 1-1. Good chance. Oh, blazed over the bar, but it's very close from the Augsburg captain. They're getting really close to scoring another goal. We both have good chances, both going to each other's boxes, but at the moment it still remains level. It's probably a fair scoreline at this point as we're approaching half-time. Half-time still drawing the game 1-1. Like I said before, probably a fair result at this point in the game. I can't really say we deserve too much more than that, but we have to be creating more chances and trying to score a little bit more as well. Zlatan's obviously trying to do his best up front. He's still got a little bit of energy. That's because he's not really ran, to be honest, so there's not that much surprise there. But yeah, I do need to certainly try and get another goal if we can. It's going to be tough though, because there's only really one way you can play with Zlatan up front. That's hold-up play and crosses, so we're going to wait and see whether we are able to score with the current team we have out. If not, we'll make some changes. Aussie Cup, ball into Zlatan to shoot, and there we go, Zlatan scores again. It's his second of the game, and he puts us back in front. It's a great goal from Zlatan. He might not have the pace anymore, but when he picks up the ball in these sort of areas, you give him a little bit of space, he's still got the quality to finish. Look how deep he is for the striker. For a player like him, you'd expect him on the last man, but he picks it up so deep, and it's a really good strike. Smashes it home into the back of the net, no stopping it, 2-1, and we're back in front. And he's certainly trying to propel us towards a league title victory in this game, and he's doing a good job so far. There we go, Rodrigo through to Zlatan. Could this be a hat-trick? Oh, just not quite quick enough off the mark. No surprise there, really, but it's a close one for us. No way, they're going to score. Rubbish defending. That is the worst defending I've seen in my life. Diving in with both the centre-backs. Nowhere near the ball, and it's an easy finish in the end for Augsburg. 2-2. That's undeserved, is that? That goal isn't deserved at all. It's just down to that terrible bit of defending. And it's one moment of madness that is, at the moment, going to cost us 2 points here. But there's still 20 minutes to go, so there's plenty of time. But look at that, just diving in. Rubbish. Just panicked with that second one. Absolutely dreadful. And they've not done enough in the second half to deserve it. We've totally dominated them. I think that's the first shot of the second half, and so a little bit frustrating, that one. Both goal scorers scoring twice now. I think we might look to the bench, got to try and freshen up our legs a little bit. Okay, all three changed. Now we're going to bring on Isak, Batshuayi and Dahoud. We'll take off Royce, Zlatan and Sancho. I was tempted to keep Zlatan on, get his hat-trick maybe, but I think we're going to go Batshuayi instead to play up front. Now, obviously change formation as well to a 4-4-2 diamond. We're going to see how that goes. Hopefully we can get ourselves a third goal here. It's obviously a bit changed, but we are going to do that to try and strengthen up the midfield a little bit, put 4 players in there, and also to get 2 strikers on their back line, which I think could be quite interesting for them to cope with towards the back end of this game. Although saying that, it depends whether they're still interested in a third goal or whether they want a draw. Batshuayi into Dahoud, that's good. Dahoud lucky across here to Isak, turns, shoots, and oh, saved onto the post. Defender just gets enough on it, he blocks it onto there, and fortunately for us, we don't get the immediate response. Oh, no. No way. How the hell has this happened? This is unbelievable. I can't believe this. I can't believe what's gone on here. It's now 3-2, 86th minute. They've just lobbed our goalkeeper out of nowhere. Is that a hat-trick as well? Is that for G? I can't tell. Is it? Yeah, I think it might be as well. That's unbelievable. I can't believe what I've just seen. This is another crazy match where they just don't deserve it at all. The first half, yeah, they played well, so did we. It was fairly level. 1-1 was a fair score. Second half, we've dominated them, and yet we can't seem to get ourselves any more goals. And we just can't string a few passes together either by the looks of it. That's it. Didn't have the final attack there for us either. Referee blows his whistle as we were going forward there. We lost the game 3-2. Hat-trick there for G, and yeah, we don't deserve to lose, quite clearly. Better team on paper and in game as well. The stats back us up there, just about. And although it was quite level, I think a draw was fair. But then the 3-2, that's clearly not. And so, yeah, very, very annoyed by that one. We lose the game. Don't know how, but we have. We've lost the match, and we'll move on to the final game of the season. We're still going on to win the league title here. I can't see Bayern scoring enough goals and us conceding enough goals to ruin our goal difference enough, but you never know. I think there's about 20 goal difference, so we should be fine for that final game, I'd hope. And yeah, we've got players suspended. Weigel's now out for the final game as well, due to too many yellow cards. But Bayern just 3 points behind. Like I said, the goal difference quite substantial, 10 goals in fact. Still, you would expect us to be okay there. And so even if we were to lose again, which I hope we don't, but even if we were, we should win on goal difference. We don't want to rest on that, though. We want to make sure we get ourselves a good victory against Leipzig to end the season. Just hoping we can pull out performance, because that defensively was shocking at times. But I think, again, deserved a draw. We didn't get it, unfortunately, and so we have to forget about it and move on. Isak goes up to 37 overall this week, which is great news for us, and a sign of him continuing to grow during the season. Okay, to the final league game of the season here against Leipzig. We've made plenty of changes. It's not too dissimilar to the last team we put out, but there has had to be a couple of changes there. Got another game in 4 days' time, so having to preserve absolutely everyone for the Europa League final, just to make sure we do definitely get ourselves a victory there against Borussia Mönchengladbach. This is the team I've gone with. Obviously, changing the goalkeeper, putting the youngster in there. It's a shame we don't continue with this career for much longer, because he could have been a really, really talented player for us. 19 years old, 81 overall already. He's starting goal. Got Alvaro again at right back. Kanji, Socrates and Lato this time in defence. Dahoud, Bernick and Kowalski there at centre-back and mid as well. Sancho on the right-hand side. Zlatan up front again with Royce as our left winger. This, the bench I've gone with, again, very weak. These guys probably not going to be involved in the next game. Or not heavily involved anyway. Aussie Cup might start. We'll have to wait and see when we decide on the team. But yeah, still, I think hopefully a good enough team to be able to beat Leipzig here. Let's wait and find out. Let's try and get ourselves another good performance and hopefully end on a victory. Okay, here we go for this game against Leipzig. Let's see how we get on. Try and end the season with a good performance and victory. We'll wait and see exactly how we get on against them and make sure we're able to beat them. Burnick into Zlatan, shooting and scoring. It's another goal for Zlatan. He scored 16 minutes in this time round. He gets another. That's 3 in 2 games now for us. And he's certainly still got it, hasn't he? I kind of underestimated him, I think, a little bit and decided that I wasn't going to play him much of this season. Towards the back end, anyway. We did certainly play him when he originally came in. But especially to try and promote Isak a little bit more in the squad. But I decided to leave him on the bench a little bit, drop him out of the squad occasionally as well. But he's come into the team in the last 2 games. He's done a great job for us. And like I say, got his 3rd goal in 2 matches. Good finish, puts us 1-0 up as well. Oh my god, what have I just seen? That's the reason why that goalkeeper hasn't been used much this season. That's the exact reason. Oh my god. How have we managed that? We just smacked the ball right at Mandzukic. He's equalised, it's 1-0. This is just playing it back to him just so we can clear it. Ridiculously heavy touch, no reaction when he smashes it in his face. Easy's that, 1-1. What a way to concede. Good chance again, this is ridiculous. How are we losing this game now? Oh, Mandzukic does it again, it's 2-1. Absolutely dreadful defending from us once again. Unbelievable, just can't seem to stop it, they're just passing it constantly. We try and get in there, we don't win it, and before we know it, it's in the back of the net. This is unbelievable to watch. Luckily, our goal difference is good enough to not be losing the league title here, but I can't believe this. At this rate, we are going to lose this game as well. I appreciate, obviously, we've changed the team for both matches. Leipzig have gone out with probably the strongest side they have. And so, you know, there is that, but still, this team's good enough to compete and good enough to defend properly. It's not that much of a change side. Royce playing it short to Sancho here. He'll deliver into the box. Good chance. Oh, we've won it. It's 2-2. There we go. We win the header. I'm not really too sure who connects with it, but there's 5 minutes left of the first half, and we have equalised. That's more like it. Great header from the corner, and Akanji puts it in the back of the net. It's 2-2, and that's more like it from us. Okay, half-time, 2-2. Yeah, we'll just crack on in the second half straight away. You can probably tell exactly how I feel about conceding those 2 goals the way that we did. And so we've got to crack on and try and make sure we win this match. Now, I'm not happy if we get a point. That's not good enough. We need to win to end the season on a high, hopefully. We also need a good performance as well in the second half. Zlatan running through and shooting. Oh, that's more like it from him. Really well hit, but a great save from the keeper. Out for a corner. Let's get Royce to deliver it straight in. Can we pick somebody out here? Socrates flicking on, but headed away for now. Socrates heading back in and saved. Oh, no. No. How have they done that? It was always going to be a Mandzukic hat-trick as well. We saw in the last game to score a hat-trick. As soon as an opposition player gets 2 goals, they always go on to complete the hat-trick. It happens time and time again, and that script has again been fulfilled in this game as well. Zlatan scores, but look where he scores the header from. That's outrageous as that. Terrible goalkeeping. That's a reminder for us why he's not been playing at all, really, in this season as that youngster. And it's not good enough. Too far away from goal. Shouldn't be allowed to score a header like that. It's not good enough at all. Losing the game 3-2. And again, we are going to end up losing this match, I think, because we just can't seem to score ourselves and we can't defend. That's a terrible combination. And so it's going to have to be down to goal difference for us to be able to win the league title, I think, at the moment. And that's obviously not something we wanted to do. First 2 changes, Zalinski going to start at centre second mid. Now he's going to come on, and Becker will come on as well. We'll take off Kowalski and Sancho, give those guys a rest. 20 minutes to go, still pushing for that goal, which seems a bit strange to make those changes and say that, but we're going to do it anyway. I think Becker's come on and put in a great performance for us on a few occasions as well. Potentially could bring on Isak, but I'm just going to give Zlatan a bit more of a chance. Royce going to deliver in here, try and get a goal back, but we haven't. Saved again. Zlatan through, is he onside? Hopefully. I think he was as well, but he smashed it wide. That's a terrible finish from Zlatan. You expect so much better in such a great position. 15 minutes to go, still trailing 3-2. Final change, Rodrigo on. We're going to take off Dahoud, and we'll put Zlowinski back into the centre mid position. Zlatan will go at centre second mid, with Royce remaining on the left. Yeah, about 15 minutes left. Rodrigo going to go play up front for us now. See if we can get a 3rd goal. Lato into Royce. Royce now into Zlatan. Still got it here, Zlatan, Rodrigo, over to Becker, can he equalise? No, come on. That's so bad. That might be the final chance that we get like that as well. I think that'll be it now. Yep. So we win the league title, unless Bayern have won by 10 goals, which I doubt it. But we win it on a 3-2 loss to Leipzig. 2 losses in a row in the league. Don't know whether we did that during the season or not. That might be the only time we've done it. I can't remember off the top of my head. We've certainly lost games, and we've certainly gone through bad spells, but I don't know if we've lost 2 league games in a row. Certainly not lost many league games, I don't think, either, so really disappointed by that. Not the way we wanted to end the league campaign, not the momentum we wanted going into the Europa League final either. But again, just have to deal with it and move on, because we can't continue to really try and dwell on these losses. Hopefully we can try and pick up some form, obviously with a better team out as well. It should be noted that this has been heavily changed teams in both games in today's episode, and so maybe that was inevitable really. But you see by the stats, more shots than them once again. We seem to always have more shots, and occasionally more possession as well. We just don't seem to score them. Bayern only won the game 3-0, which means they still need another 7 goals, so we have won the league title, albeit on goal difference. And I've also worked on a pretty poor points tally as well. 68 points, dreadful really. 6 losses this season, 8 draws, 20 wins though, was enough to beat Bayern Munich to the title. Actually, the goal difference in the end was 6 goals. They needed 7 to be able to overtake us. They didn't have it, and yeah, we had more goals, 4 by far, and that was enough to carry us through, luckily. So yeah, a little bit disappointed by the way we've ended the league campaign, but we've got to now focus on the Europa League final, which is against Borussia Mönchengladbach. £99 million there for winning the Bundesliga, so pretty happy about that. But again, we won't get to see much of that cash anyway, because obviously this is the last season that we're doing with the team, and will also be the last game here as well against Borussia Mönchengladbach. We've got to try and beat them. We've got to try and win the Europa League 2 times in a row if we can. So we'll move on to the game against Borussia Mönchengladbach. We'll obviously change the team because we have had pretty weak side out recently. We'll go full strength quite obviously for this game. Okay, this is the team we're going to go with for the final game of the series and the final game of today's episode as well. Berkey starts in goal, Bellerin, Sané, Divin and Guerrero in defence. Götze, Fekir and Weigl in midfield with Pulisic, Batshuayi and Bailey as our front 3. Going to go with Sané as captain, are we? Or do I give it Götze? I think we'll give it Götze, and we'll see how we get on with that. This bench I've gone with as well. Zagadou, Dahoud, Ozikup, Royce, Zlatan, Rodrigo and Isak all on there. Plenty of attacking options in particular. Let's see how we get on. Hopefully finish on a victory and a good performance. I just want a good performance defensively and offensively. Got to try and score some of these chances that we're having. Come on then, here we go. Final game. Let's just try and win this match. Come on, guys. Need to get the Europa League in the bank if we can, and then it will be somewhat of a successful season. Obviously, going out of the Cup in the domestic league was not fantastic, but we'll try and focus now on winning the Cup here, and hopefully we can beat Borussia Mönchengladbach, a team we're obviously quite familiar with. Weigl into Fekir, ready to shoot. Oh, and score as well. He places it in the top right-hand corner. That's exactly the start that we needed. 4 minutes in. What a strike from Fekir. Pulls that one out of the back from nowhere and just places it in the top right-hand corner. Almost looked like a toe poke in the end. We'll look back on the replay. We have taken a very early advantage in this game. And you can see just Fekir, a little 1-2 with Weigl, gets himself in a good position. Near enough first time. Just take a little bit of a touch, to be fair, but it's outside of the boot, I think. Just that little outside the boot flick towards the top right-hand corner, as if it's nothing. Just carries it away from the keeper, and we're winning this game 1-0. What a start, but it's certainly not over. We've seen this time and time again. We've scored early on before, and we went on to lose both matches recently. Bailey crosses in. Great chance. Oh, it's 2-0. That's come from nowhere. Who even scored? It's Batshuayi who gets himself in the box there and doubles our lead. It's a lovely little chip in, and that has come from absolutely nowhere there, has that one. It just feeds out to the left-hand side. Bailey there plays it inside, eventually falls back to him, very fluky. Ball goes in, no one marks Batshuayi. It's 2-0, doubled our lead. I might go on to get another at this rate as well, because we're going forward really well and we're attacking fantastically. Much better performance so far in the early stages of this match. Bellerin getting forward now into Fekir, has to be a third, and it will be as well. It bundles it in past the goalkeeper. 3 goals in 18 minutes. Well, that is absolutely fantastic considering how he played in the opening 2 games of today's episode. And Fekir has done it. He scores once again, and it's a 3rd goal for us. Really, really good stuff. Fekir already on for a hat-trick, and we're only, well, we're less than 20 minutes into this match, so it's really good stuff. This time it's Bellerin that makes this goal. He plays it across to him, makes it a little bit easier for him. Still a tight gap to fit it in, but he manages to slot it home past the goalkeeper really well, and it's 3-0 now. This game seems to have settled down now. We're approaching half-time, and neither team really creating any chance at the moment, and haven't done for the last 20 minutes or so. Hopefully the game doesn't die off at this point, because at 3-0 up, obviously, we are at risk of just settling a little bit bit too much, and that's the last thing I want to do, because then it allows the opposition to try and come and attack you a little bit more, so let's try not to do that. It's half-time, winning the game 3-0, obviously in a fantastic position at the moment in the final of this Europa League. I'm really, really impressed by the performance so far. The opening 20 minutes was great for us, really quick start, they couldn't handle us, 3 shots, 3 goals, and we're winning 3-0. 0 shots for them, 65% possession, totally dominated them, wiped the floor with them, but at the same time just being very clinical, being very ruthless, which is not something you'd say based on the opening 2 games at all. So it's a totally different team, totally different performance as well. We're going to continue to try and create chances though. It's like I said before, my only worry is us just settling at 3-0 now. Bailey running through the heart of the midfield and defence as well here. Bailey going to cut inside on his left foot. 4 shots, 4 on target, 4 goals. Bailey does it. And we're just 3 minutes into the second half. We've done it again, and it's another goal to add to the tally. Just tore them apart there, just from Bailey running inside. He had picked it up on the left-hand side, ran at the midfield, ran through their defence, no one challenged him, and was allowed to just cut inside like that, take another touch if he wanted to, take a little bit of time, and picks out the top left-hand corner. Easy as that, 4-0. We're really running away with this game now. It should be in the back for us here. Weigl, go on. Oh my days, it's a 5th goal, 5 shots, 5 on target, 5 goals, Weigl's done it. That's absolutely fantastic. Was not expecting to score for that, that's ridiculous. How he's found the bottom left hand corner there, I have no idea. Drills it ridiculously well. Look at the range that he does this from as well. Just approaches the ball there, Feke will get the assist for it, just hits it, and it flies in there. You can't really get much further into the left hand corner than that. Really impressive strike from such a distance away as well, and he has scored. What a hit. Good chance. Hazard looking to get the first shot up for them, and he has done as well. 17 minutes into the game is their first shot. He goes on target and wins them a corner. And we're going to try and clear this one away if we can. Make sure we keep hold of our clean sheet. We've got to keep hold of it here. And we will do for now at least. Oh, good chance. Really good chance. Second shot. We've lost the clean sheet with their second shot of the game. Oh, it sums up our defending during today's episode. All I can do is laugh about it, really, because it's just typical, really, isn't it? They've clearly not done enough in this game to earn themselves a goal, but there you go, just a bit of poor defending's allowed them through, and they just hit the top right corner like it's nothing. And it's 5-1, and again, we're not going to lose this game, but it's just annoying. It's just annoying to not have what I'm looking for, which is the perfect game, essentially, where you dominate in possession, you score loads of goals, you keep a clean sheet, and we're again going to miss out on that. I'm always looking for the perfect game every match, and obviously it's difficult to get, and you only get them a couple of times a season, but it certainly was the potential to get it in this game. We haven't quite managed to do it now, but we still will get a thrashing in this match, and hopefully there's still time to get a 6th goal for us. Okay, final 2 changes, 2 minutes to go. Zlatan and Royce to come on and bring those guys on, because I think they deserve to be on the pitch when we win this trophy. And so we are going to take off Divin and Sané, obviously change the defence now, Weigl and Zlatan in there. I don't really care, there's literally 2 minutes to go, and so I'm just happy to make sure that we get those guys on the pitch, and so they can be around the trophy celebrations. Obviously they'd still be on the trophy stand and everything, but I want to make sure that they're in the kits and are able to be around the trophy celebration a little bit more. And so yeah, let's see how we get on. Obviously there's not much left of the game, and so I'm happy to just do that for the final couple of minutes. It was mainly for Royce to come on and make sure he was able to be in the trophy celebration a bit more as well, but I thought I'd do the same with Zlatan. Batshuayi with a chance, and that might be 6 shots, 6 goals. Can't quite remember now, but certainly not far off anyway. It's 6-1, Batshuayi scores and gives us a 5-goal lead once again. And it's a great way to finish off this game. In the 93rd minute, Royce gets himself an assist, I think, here as well, plays it into Batshuayi. It's a good finish down his right foot, 6-1. There we go, the game finishes 6-1. We've won the Europa League against Borussia Mönchengladbach, absolutely thrashed them, totally annihilated them. Really, really pleased with how we've played in this game for most of the match. Obviously we had a little bit of a blip there, conceding in the 76th minute, but occasionally that happens, and it has happened throughout the season. We've been inconsistent at times, which is the reason why we find ourselves in the Europa League anyway, but happy that we've won it. Back-to-back Europa League wins is very impressive, and something I think only Sevilla have done, I'm pretty sure they're the only team. Certainly not many teams have done it anyway, and so I'm very happy to see us be one of those sides that have managed to do it. And we'll now have the trophy celebrations, if we can get onto them. There we go, and it should be good to lift the trophy here as well. But like I said, I wanted to see these guys line up with Royce in his kit, and same as Zlatan as well, so decided to bring those guys on very late on, and we have the whole team there on the stand ready to lift the trophy. It's going to be Götze, he'll be the last man to lift it. I was going to make Royce the captain, but obviously he came off the bench and so couldn't be captain. But here he is, Götze, to lift the Europa League trophy, and we'll be in our final match of the season and the series. There we go, Europa League champions. Very, very happy with us winning that. And that will conclude the series, guys. Thank you all so much for the support over this 2 seasons that I've done with Dortmund. Very grateful for your support during that time. Really appreciate all the support that you've had across that series. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 75 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you shortly for another new series, and also the Liverpool Road will be continuing as well. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.